Thank you for us.
Thank you for supporting us.
Thank you for us.
And say like and subscribe.
Subscribe.
But hold on, say like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Green Heifer Farms.
Green Heifer.
Yay!
Easy come, easy go when you.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Farmer C, and it's been a while since I've just sat down and talked with you. I know because the background has changed. I've added some great pieces by this fantastic artist in Durham, North Carolina, Candy Carver. I'm gonna leave her info down below. She just does some phenomenal pieces. This was the first one I acquired and have been fortunate to get a few more. I love art. And then I have some other stuff, piece I did mixed in. But I love art. I really, really love art. I could just have art covering every wall. I am a complete maximalist. I don't think with my love of art I could ever truly be like a minimalist. But anywho, so much has been going on. Today is St. Patrick's Day, which means absolutely nothing to me, but I'm rocking some green because, you know, I rock green often with our farm, Green Heifer Farms. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. What a video to join in on. I am a farmer. I have a family-owned farm with my family. I have a family-owned farm. I am the CEO, Clorinda C. Stanley, also known as Farmer C. And have 2 adult daughters, 1 teenage son, 3 grandkids, 2 son-in-laws, full life. And we started it a couple of years ago, 2018. And the name of the farm is Green Heifer Farms, and this lovely green t-shirt is what our campaign supporters receive. We have an I Fund Women campaign that is going on right now, and as I record this, we have 30 days left. So I'm going to include the information down below if you want to support. All of the funding goes to support our farm, which in addition to being an organic producing farm where we're growing things and selling things, we also aim to be a model teaching farm. And our goal is to have a place for minority women, whether they're interested in starting a farm, maybe a nursery, maybe homesteading, maybe they just need to get away and be in a safe space, are going to come to Green Heifer Farms and be able to get the skills and the knowledge that they need to start or expand. And my personal expertise, although I am from a farming family, my expertise is more on the branding, marketing, and business side. So I am a little different in that I put business in front of production, whereas a lot of traditional farmers are production first, then business. And that does not mean I sacrifice on quality when it comes to production. I am very much an eco-friendly, all about our planet person. As a matter of fact, in addition to running the farm, I'm a full-time global fundraiser for an environmental organization. But right now, I am not global because we ain't going nowhere. Rona done set my ass down. So, all works great. Wait. Before we get into why I'm doing this video, which you want to hear this, so be still. Let me get it all out. Our first product, Brenda's Balm, a tea that is a beautiful marriage between hemp flower and holy basil, also known as Tulsi, queen of herbs. So much knowledge to be gained about so many plants. There are just thousands and thousands. I read recently that, gosh, I can't remember the numbers, so I'm going to include it below. But like, we only know a fraction of the plants that are out there that are actually something we can use, typically edible. So that's just like amazing to me. But I'll include that stat below because I don't remember right now. So yeah, this is available, limited amount. Thank you to all who have supported, all who have purchased. We have been able to immediately put that to work, that money to work, and we are just expanding and things are going really well. And ideally, I know it's like a stretch to want to have like full-blown classes on the farm before fall. I would love to be at a point where we can at least have a workshop or two on the farm during the spring and summer. Well, not spring, summer, during the summer. But if not, the goal is for us to build our capacity to the point that we can actually start to have some workshops, classes, limited tours by this fall. So many people contact me, they ask, are we doing tours? No, we do not do tours because we're small, we're limited capacity. For us to do a tour means that we have to stop doing something else for the farm. And right now it's all hands on deck. So the goal is to build our capacity so we can do tours. So anywho, y'all, wait, buy the tea, support the campaign, become a patron, join my course, myriad ways to support. But y'all, let me give you what you came for. Let's talk about what you came for. You saw that title and you said, hold up, did she say she was in Oprah? Damn sure did. Damn sure did. April's Oprah right here. Actually goes with the background. Flip to page 88. There is a fantastic article. High stakes. The cannabis industry is a fast-moving, big money, brave new world where green turns into gold. That is if you're white. Woo! Find the lie. Give you a minute. Find the lie. No lie to that. That is very true. So, as you know, we're a medicinal plant farm. We initially started out as a monocrop hemp farm. That was all that we were going to grow. But then I just have to leave the card. You get, you know, catch up, refresh your memory. I was married. That fell through. I ended up having this farm on my hands alone. And, you know, did some revisioning, did some soul searching. Knew I wasn't going to give the land up because I had personally taken from my retirement to invest in it, and that just wasn't going to happen. And I understand the value of land. I come from a family, you know, I come from agrarian farming background. So yeah, thought about it, prayed, meditated, went back, read some old journals, and that's where the revisioning for Green Heifer Farms came. And that's when I knew that this was space. I'm all about education. My master's degree actually is in education. I was a teacher for a few years. I've taught some college classes before, have done all kinds of workshops. I love teaching. My friends come to me. I love sharing knowledge. So that I'm passionate about. I've always been very passionate about the environment. I care about the environment. I care about our planet. I see what is happening to our planet. Like, yeah, and it pains me. It really pains me because I have grandchildren. You know, I'm a young grandmom, and they're gonna. I'm probably gonna see, you know, if it be divined. I'm planning on working on being around to see some great grands. So yeah, you know, care about the environment, care about women, care about black women, because whoo, child. Let me take a sip. The way society treats black women, and I know just by me saying that, you're gonna have people saying, oh, well, what about this group? What about that group? And what about, look, Me saying this does not negate anyone else's oppression. You know you oppressed when the oppressed are fighting to see whose oppression has the most validation. If you are from an oppressed group, underrepresented group, you should be feeling me right now. The way society treats black women is atrocious, and society should be shamed, but unfortunately it's not. Which is why when you look in so many categories, black women, it's interesting because you look in those areas like how many black women, like how much venture capital money we get, for example. It's less than 0.1%. It's like 0.06%, some ridiculous amount. That's just ridiculous. Like society ought to be ashamed. But anyway, you look at that, but then you look at who's getting advanced degrees. You know, black women, we're excellent. Statistics also show that when people invest money in us, like the likelihood of our success is exponentially more than anyone else. Because we are the originator. We started this shit. Like, come on. And the cannabis industry is so atrocious because there's no plant more valuable than the mother. But child, society y'all treat y'all mother wrong. Society is a motherfucker. Okay? So, we started out as a monoculture hemp farm. I get it. I revision it. I still want to grow hemp. It's a beautiful plant. We just expanded to more medicinal plants because there's so many beautiful plants. And the reasons that they're like terrified of cannabis is so ridiculous. You get high and it's like, there's plants in the woods. I could go in the woods right now and get some plants and be high as a kite on steroids. Just high. And it's completely legal. What they gonna do? Oh, you can't smoke that maple. Where that at in the law? So the whole thing about cannabis is ridiculous. It's a plant, people. Oh my gosh. But, so I'm still growing the hemp. Now, when we broke up, I was in a pickle because I come from a long line of green thumbs. It's not that I can't grow. It's the fact I didn't know how to grow hemp. So I've been taking this time learning how to grow hemp. Have been fortunate to just amass a unbelievable circle of people that have the technical knowledge that I am seeking to have a gain in. So anyway, all of that's going on, and in addition to all of that, I've been vocal. I've always been vocal about equity, inequity, about social causes. You know, as a fundraiser, most of my career has been spent raising money for historically black colleges and universities. And I have willingly worked at 3. Like I'm not somebody who just jumps from HBCU to HBCU because you done ran out your welcome over here, so I'm gonna jump on over there. No, I made conscientious decisions to advance. So I worked at a private HBCU. I've worked 2 private HBCUs actually, and then I've worked at 1 public HBCU, and then I've worked for higher education outside of HBCU. I've done, you know, I've worked for the military for a minute, you know, military spouse. So, you know, I've got a little resume. I was a teacher, did a lot of things. And then when I get to fundraising, perfect, because I can focus on all the things that really matter, and I can raise money. And as I began to achieve certain outcomes and objectives in my career, I was starting to be, it became a matter of I got to always advance. And so continue to advance, was a vice president at a university before I was recruited to go to the environmental organization. It's a very white organization, very large, lots of resources, and I went there knowing that I was going to use my voice. because I got something to say. And so with farming, it's the same thing. I saw that not only there is the inequities that are present in cannabis, but I also saw the bigger picture. There's inequities present in, of course, we know resource allocation, but in production, because how do you even get to where you are able to control, vertically scale your business, literally from, people say from seed, I'm like from soil to shelf. Because you gotta have some soil to put that seed in, from soil to shelf. And that's challenging because we don't have any land. I mean, 96% of all farmland is owned, private farmland is owned by whites. 96%. So, that's egregious. That's terrible. That is terrible. I got me a little nugget. I'm gonna get some more too. I'm gonna acquire some more. But I want to help other women to do the same. So I speak, and I'm a pretty good speaker. I'm pretty engaging, especially when I do public speaking. I have experience being in front of myriad crowds, lots of diversity. I've been in front of all white crowds with extremely wealthy people. I've been in front of all black crowds with people who are successful, and maybe they're coming home to their alma mater for homecoming or something, and they paid money to be up in that room, and so you've got to be able to keep your audience engaged. And so in my efforts, and because I speak out, and because I also have access to all of this information, and in a different context because of the type of work I do. Long story short, I was found by this reporter who happens to be from North Carolina. Her name she's extremely talented. Her name is Erica Stallings, and she is an attorney who also writes, just, oh my God, brilliant young lady. And, she was able to do some research, and her research led her to me. So I am in Oprah Magazine in the story, High Stakes, and it starts on 88. My piece, so when I say I'm in it, I'm like in it. So first, look, let me see if I can get, y'all see that? That's me right there, and it has my name over here, Clorinda Stanley, owner and CEO of the hemp-focused Green Heifer Farms. See, I like that. I like how they put it like that. And then you have to flip, because y'all, I got, oh, can you see it? Hold on. Let me try to get it. There you go. I got that, most of that paragraph, and then I have this quote, and there's my name right there. So, like, I'm in it, when you go back and look. Okay, since I'm up close, I'll show you the picture. So right there, look at me. Those were some pictures I took for the Hemp History Week campaign. So that was another thing. So we get into hemp. At this time I was still with my ex. So we get into hemp, and the original focus, he was to focus on production. I was to focus on resources and marketing and branding. Okay, so that was supposed to be the plan. The marketing and branding went great. The conversation was just really, I had even just being new to it was like, yo, I knew it was uneven, like unlevel, but y'all really got to level the playing field. I mean, it's hard enough on the retail side and being in those other areas of the chain, but for those at the very beginning, the production side, like, y'all make it very difficult. So anyway, it was a new industry, had just come, you know, the pilot was just really opening itself up in North Carolina, because I've heard some people say, well, you didn't have enough time in the industry. Look, I mean, it's not like I've taken an easy position, you know. I very well could take an easy position and just wear cute shit and just take that route, or take the route of putting out stuff with misinformation and miseducation. I choose to take the platform afforded to me. The sun is getting ready to set, so I personally like when the sun comes in on me. So the light's gonna be uneven for a little bit, but I personally take my role and the platform that's been afforded to me seriously. And so I became the 2019 featured farmer for Hemp History Week, and that was the largest at the time, the largest grassroots media campaign for the legalization of hemp. And so because I became that afforded an opportunity for, you know, Green Heifer Farms to be like the face of the Associated Press's groundbreaking story that they did when the Farm Bill was passed. So that's me, and that's Denzel. Hey, Denzel. He looked a little ashy because he didn't wear his, he wore the wrong SPF. But anyway, this was in more than 200 publications, including the Washington Post and all the little newspapers in Idaho and Nebraska. You know, they opened up their morning story and saw the Farm Bill had passed, which a lot of farmers were waiting on, and they saw, you know, my black ass smiling at them. So there was that. And then, you know, continuing to reach out, marketing, branding, doing public speaking, advocating, all of that good stuff. That led actually to being in another publication. This is Hemp, which is a major trade publication or industry publication. I like this lighting. I'm gonna wrap this up in a little bit. So I actually worked with a fantastic writer, Kit O'Connell, and we did we were featured in this story, The Felony Ban, behind the original sin of the 2018 Farm Bill. And this specifically talks about where the Farm Bill got it wrong, because it got it wrong. Everybody, Farm Bill, hemp is legal. I mean, that was a piece, but they missed the several significant. Yeah, the light is fading, so I'm gonna wrap this up. So they left out a lot of things in the Farm Bill. Had ran out of space, had to clear some stuff, and you know, had the chance to be in this. There I am, Stanley. You know, at the time Anderson, because I actually, if you flip the page, I actually, you know, included the brother. You know, anyhow, he had to be on a separate page, but he's in there. So had that, and then those were great. Those were fantastic. Got a lot of energy, you know, circulating, a lot of momentum. But when I tell you, woo, being in Oprah Mag is like, I mean, it's just so mind-blowing. No, I don't meet Oprah. No, I didn't get paid. Matter of fact, Oprah making money, because all the family who ain't invested in my business out there buying Oprah magazines. Like, girl, I got 3 copies. But that doesn't take away from my joy, because, you know, I've been very frank about my story. Like, I'm a grandmother, and I know black don't crack and all of that, but no, I look young because I'm 44. To me, that's still relatively young. I don't look at 44 as some ancient, you know, 44, You got plenty of vitality, plenty of vibrancy, plenty of juice left at 44. So that means I must have, you know, been a young mother, and I was a very young mother. I became a mother at 15, had my second baby at 19. Was it 18 or 19? I was 19. So I was young, you know, and been through some things and had to grow and had to evolve. And, you know, thank God they didn't have social media when I was learning my lessons, or I would not be in Oprah. Well, I may, because there's been some criminals in there. I think Martha Stewart has been in there before, so I should be fine. But still, you know, things are different for, you know, some of us who make mistakes. So to be in Oprah is so cool. I am so grateful. The shadows are falling, so I'm going to turn a little bit and close this out. It's so awesome. It's the April Oprah magazine, and people who live the fullest lives know how to let love in. That is true. That is actually true. And so it's on newsstands now. I ain't gonna tell you what to do with your money, but if you get an opportunity to check it out, your girl is in there. That is great. If you do, you know, send me a little pic, tag me, because this is big for me. Yeah, this is major. I'm in O Magazine. So thank you to Erica Stallings for researching and finding me. Thank you to all of you who have been so supportive and just have been awesome. Only focusing on you, only focusing on love, only focusing on the positivity. I appreciate it, whether it's volunteering, whether it's donating, whether it is buying, whether it is providing some technical assistance and answering the question. I value you, I appreciate you. Please, you know, keep sending that good energy out for me and my family, for all the women who will benefit and gain. And hopefully I want to one day even offer Airbnbs, you know, when we're not doing classes or retreats or training, like have Airbnbs and just have some of y'all come, and it'll be lit, trust me. It'll be lit, it'll be fun. So thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and end this because this light is doing the most. I had intended to get 2 videos in today, but I don't think that's gonna happen. My next video is not gonna be right after this, but it'll be sometime, you know, in subsequent weeks. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you thumbs up, make sure you like, support a sister, share. But I'm gonna do one where I'm breaking down more specifically on how you can build branding and develop a core customer base as a small farm. Specifically as a small organic or ecologically conscious is the term I prefer, farm. So I am gonna get that video out and talk about, you know, how to get noticed by publications and stuff like that. All right, lights fading. I'm gonna go ahead and end this because I'm gonna try to edit it and get it out today because I miss Sunday. Videos usually Sundays at 2 p.m. Like and subscribe. I'm in O Magazine. Bye.